Ivanka Trump led the jokes at the exclusive annual Gridiron dinner Saturday night after posting a picture with her hot date husband Jared Kushner. President Donald Trump's daughter stepped in for her father, who did not attend despite putting in an appearance last year. "No, this isn't a joke," she told the crowd. The first daughter and White House counselor joined the tradition of political wit and mockery when she joked it was hard for her father to miss the evening since the opportunity to poke fun at the media is not something that he passes up lightly. "In all seriousness, my father asked me to share his warm regards and best wishes to all in attendance, and regrets that he himself cannot join us on this wonderful evening. The opportunity to poke fun at the media is not something that he passes up lightly. That said, in some ways every day to my father is a gridiron dinner," she said. And she poked fun at herself, referencing stories on an interview she gave where she said she thought people want to work for what they are given. "The press seems to think it's ironic that I, born of great privilege, think people want to work for what they are given. As if being Donald Trump's daughter isn't the hardest job in the world," she said. Ivanka, wearing a $2,750 Markarian dress, had earlier posed for a photo with her husband, wearing a tuxedo, and shared it with her 6 million followers on Twitter. Jared Kushner flouted the white tie rule on the invitation and wore a tuxedo. The annual Gridiron Club and Foundation dinner calls for good-natured roasting through songs, skits, and speeches as a break from the daily battles between journalists and government officials. President Trump skipped the dinner his first year in office in 2017 but attended last year, giving a half-hour speech with plenty of one-liners. Senator Amy Klobuchar of Minnesota was the Democratic speaker for the 134th annual event. Klobuchar promised the audience at the Renaissance Washington Hotel that her remarks would be shorter than a Robert Kraft visit to the Orchids Day spot. Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots and a friend of President Donald Trump, has been charged in Florida with 2 counts of soliciting prostitution. He has pleaded not guilty. Klobuchar, who recently announced her presidential candidacy, added, "A woman can tell a dirty joke." A recent New York Times story depicted Klobuchar as a difficult boss and included an anecdote in which the senator chewed out a staffer for bringing her a salad without a fork and that she ate the salad with a comb. She asked the dinner guests, how did everyone like the salad, and that it needed a little scalp oil and a pinch of dandruff. Recounting her campaign kickoff speech amid a snowstorm in Minneapolis, Trump called her snowman woman. Klobuchar wondered aloud how Trump's hair would fare in a blizzard. On the Republican side, Senator John Kennedy of Louisiana made fun of his drawl, saying when he appeared on cable TV, "They call me folksy. I think that means they're surprised I have a college degree." His advice for life? "Always be yourself," he said, "unless you suck." Kennedy had good news amid the Russia probe. No one in the Trump administration has been found to be secretly working for the United States. Recalling the New Orleans Saints' loss in the NFL playoffs after a controversial call, he said, "Crime's so bad we had a Super Bowl stolen from us." Not that Kennedy enjoyed the low-scoring Super Bowl between the Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. If I had wanted to watch guys failing to score for 4 hours, he would have taken fellow Senators Ted Cruz and Bernie Sanders to a singles bar. Other administration officials attending the dinner included Presidential Press Secretary Sarah Sanders, Trump senior advisor Kellyanne Conway and acting White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin, Housing and Urban Development Secretary Ben Carson and Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen also went. Also on hand were Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, Senator Cruz of Texas and Senators Jerry Moran and Pat Roberts of Kansas. The annual dinner traces its history to 1885. President Grover Cleveland refused to attend, but every president since has come to at least one gridiron. The organization counts many of Washington's more prominent journalists in its membership. The dinner traditionally attracts journalists, media executives, lawmakers, government officials, and military officers. A charitable organization, the Gridiron Club